My name is AnnickMagac. I am the author of Clear, How to Simplify Your Life and Live More Fearlessly. I'm also a motivational speaker and a coach. Today I wanted to talk to you about one of my near and dearest topics, which is my book and my ideas around the book. And oftentimes, so let me just back up a little bit and give you guys a little bit of a background. So the book is about how your environment is a reflection of your inner self and how you can align your environment to create success and to live fearlessly in your life. I have a question that comes up with people. There's not even really a question. What ends up happening when I work with clients is that there is this pressure in life to own a house. That there is this goal that's been set up by society to say that if you own a house, you are successful. If you own a house, you are the worth of your house. How big is it? How much do you own in that house? What's it all about? And we are starting to see that there is a trend to go towards the smaller living. Like there's all those TV shows on HGTV that are about tiny houses and tiny living. So there also is another movement toward this. But today I want to speak specifically about whether or not you should actually buy a house. In about a week, sometime in between this week, I'm going to give you more of the design side of it. I'm going to have Joanna Zarek join me and do an interview with her. She's actually a money person, and I also want to talk about that approach. But today, I want to just talk about, is home ownership where you should be and what you should be doing? Now, owning a home, and a lot of people underestimate this, is that it takes a lot of work to actually own your house. It's so different than actually renting, where you can come and go as you want. If you've got an issue, you call somebody up. I live in the Northeast. I'm in upstate New York, and there's a lot that can happen due to weather, such as the power might go out. You need to heat the house, and if you have a wood stove, you have to maintain the wood stove. You've got to maintain doing your heat source. There's all sorts of issues that can come up. You can run out of oil. All these things that you don't necessarily think about when you're looking for a home, but are just excited about that idea, like, oh my God, I cannot wait to own a house. Now, I have a design background. I'm actually formally trained as a furniture designer and interior designer, and I worked for a number of years in interiors and furniture design, and now I do design consultations. I still work in design. I do design consultations, and I work with people on my one-on-one through my Clear consults, which are based around the book in aligning your environment to be with your life. As a designer, people will come to me and they're just excited about the idea of decorating their homes. And again, they're not really thinking about what's my actual cost of living. They don't really think about, oh my God, I have to pay taxes. I need to, again, make sure that there's oil in the tank. I need to make sure that if the roof suddenly starts leaking, that I have enough money to pay to support that roof and get it fixed. It's really fun to do the cosmetic stuff, and believe me, I love to read my fair share of magazines, to watch HGTV, to talk to other designers, to do all the really fun stuff. I mean, the decorating design part is the best part. At least in my book, it's the best part, right? You get to choose how your environment is going to reflect you. Now, why do I want to talk about this today with everyone? And it's this, is that when you have chaos in your life and you take a look around and you say to yourself, okay, you can identify that your environment is not really ideal to what you want or in life, where you're at in life. If you own or you rent, this could actually very much impact the rest of your life. Now, again, if you rent and you want to travel a lot in your life, that's a perfect situation because you can just come and go as you need, and you don't really have to worry about somebody taking care of your home while you're gone. I like to think of homes as a living and breathing thing. Homes need attention, they need care, they need support, and they need a whole lot of things. They need just exactly what an animal, a beloved dog, or your children, or your husband needs, or your wife needs. Homes need the same type of care and attention. When we get fixated on feeling like home is a value to our lives, like my value, my worth is connected with, again, how big my home is, how perfect it looks. However, what I really want in life is freedom. I want to be able to get up and travel. I want to be able to, at a whim, I want to be able to have extra money for my retirement. I want to be able to have extra money to have a great wardrobe, whatever might be of importance to you. I want to have money to go back to school. I want to have money. We need to start to think of, why are we making decisions in our life, or what are those decisions that we're making that are actually more about what we think or want people to perceive of us versus what we actually want or need in our lives. And the decisions are we making, are they supporting or not supporting that? So if you are deciding to have a home, take care of a home, and be able to do and live in a home, but you're saying that to people, like all around you, or even to yourself, that I really want to have more self-care, I really want to have more adventure in my life. We want to see, like, do those two things align, or do they not align? And make an assessment from there. I can't stress enough that it is such a big thing in our society to own and have a big home. It is, if you're in the USA, and I know this happens in a lot of other countries, but I'm just going to speak specifically and speak from being an American, that it's a status symbol. And if you've reached a certain status level in your life, that's reflected in oftentimes your home and your car and some of the things that you own. However, if your ideas of life and how you want to live don't allow with that, you don't need to do it. You just don't need to do it. You don't need that added pressure from what you think people are going to think of you versus what you actually should be doing with your life and your money. That really is up to you. And part of living fearlessly is making the decision to not care what other people think and to actually make decisions based on what your needs are, what the needs of your family is, and what the people that love you and support you, if you are going to be giving back to them, or you need to have a home for everybody else to be involved in, what and why are you making those decisions about how you live? Now, I'm going to open it up because it's kind of a big subject to talk about, and see if anybody who's watching has any questions for me based on this. I'll wait a second or two. A little bit of a lag time. All right. Well, I know you guys are busy, so I will end here. But if you have any questions for me, please let me know. If you are interested in some of these other ideas around my book, oh, yeah, that's hilarious. That is true. Sometimes you got to make decisions based on what you actually need, which might be a shop. So I'll end here, but I want to let you guys know that in my Periscope bio, you can download a free chapter of my book if you want to check it out and get a little taste of what I'm talking about today. And again, yes, to live simple. I totally believe in that, Kelly, in all its forms. But I also want you guys to create an environment that's reflective of you and supports what you need in life. So check out the chapter and see if it speaks to you. And if you have any questions for me, please let me know. You can reach me on social media at AnnickMagac.